In this particular video, we will look into the detail of nucleus. Now, nucleus was discovered in the year 1831 by scientist Robert Brown. One more scientist, Fleming, he called the material of nucleus, which is stained by basic dyes, he gave this material as the name chromatin. Now, if we see the structure of nucleus, so this is the nucleus which is present. Nucleus will have two membranes which will be present on it. One will be outer membrane, one will be inner membrane. Let us try to draw both the membranes. So, outer membrane and inner membrane. Now, along with outer membrane and inner membrane, there will be nuclear pores which will be present. So, these membranes will not be continuous. These will be interrupted in between and interrupted by the presence of nuclear pores. So, these are the nuclear pores which will be present in this nuclear membrane. Inside this nucleus, there will be nucleolus which will be present. So, this is the nucleolus which is present over here. If we talk about the number of nucleus which are present, then normally the cell has one nucleus per cell. So, normal cells are uninucleate, but there can be exceptions in it. The number of nucleus can vary. There can be cells which have two nucleus. Such cells will be called as binucleate. There will be cells in which many nucleus are present. These will be called as multinucleate cells. A very important example of multinucleate cell is the fungi. There will be cells in which nucleus will be absent. These cells are called as anucleate cells. A very prominent example of anucleate cell is the mammalian RBC. In plants, sieve tubes also do not have any nucleus. So, sieve tubes and mammalian mature RBCs are the anucleate cells which do not have any nucleus. Now, coming in detail about the structure of nucleus, we see the structure of nucleus when the cell is in interphase. So, it is in interphase, then we can see the best structure of the nucleus. Talking about the structure, outside, as we talked, is the nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane, and whatever portion is present inside the nuclear membrane, it is called as nuclear matrix or nucleoplasm. Now, nuclear matrix or nucleoplasm has two parts. The first part is the nucleolus. The plural of nucleolus is nucleoli. It will also have some thread-like structures which are present, and these thread-like structures will be called as chromatin. Now, we will look into the detail of this. First, we see the structure of nuclear envelope or membrane. As we had drawn in the diagram, the two membranes are present over it. Outer is called as outer membrane and the inner is called as inner membrane. The outer membrane will be continuous with endoplasmic reticulum and it will result into the formation of rough endoplasmic reticulum. If we talk about the space which is present between outer and inner membrane, this space is called as perinuclear space and the diameter of this is 10 to 50 nanometer over it. Then we will talk about the nuclear pores. So, this outer and inner membrane is interrupted and the interruptions are called as nuclear pores. So, wherever this nuclear pore is present, this outer and inner membrane will fuse over there and will result in the formation of nuclear pore. Function of nuclear pore is what? If we talk about the RNA, we talk about proteins. So, RNA and proteins will go from inside to outside and these will also come inside. So, flow of bidirectional flow of RNA and proteins, this will occur by the nuclear pores. So, this is the description of nuclear envelope. After this, we will look into the second part, which is the nuclear matrix. The first part will be the nucleoli and second part will be chromatin. In this particular video, we will look into the description of nuclear matrix or nucleoplasm. Nuclear matrix or nucleoplasm has two parts. The first part is the nucleoli or nucleolus, and the second part is the chromatin. First, we will look into the description of nucleoli. The number of nucleoli can be one, or even the number can be more in a single nucleus. These are the spherical structures. If we talk about the membrane, then no membrane is present around nucleolus. If there will be no membrane present, then the content of the nucleolus will be continuous with the rest nucleoplasm. So no partition is there between it. Talking about the function of nucleolus, nucleolus is the site for the synthesis of ribosomal RNA, and ribosomal RNA will result into the formation of ribosomes. Since ribosomes are formed in nucleolus, so nucleoli will be more and larger in the cells which are carrying out protein synthesis.